What's good, y'all? It's Elijah Boy. And I want to discuss some things real quick with y'all, real quick, one time on this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Um, First thing I want to get to, Carmelo Hayes is in the United States Championship tournament. I don't know if this alleged attack that he claims happens. I don't know if he think we were born yesterday. Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, dog. They were chanting, "Where's the proof, bro?" He need to find out who did it. If he didn't do it, but if he did do it, he might have to catch them hand. He might have to, catch Trick Williams' fade. You know what I'm saying? He might have to run his fade, bro. I mean, like, the fact he tried to accuse Ilya Dragunov, one of the most gangster people in NXT and in pro wrestling as a whole, really think he a sneak attack kind of brother? That is not the case at all. So, Carmelo, it ain't looking good for him, man. He need to come up with something. We all know it wasn't Lexus King because he said he admitted that he just was trying to get on a premium live event, which I respect, man. He kind of pulled the Brian Pillman Sr. thing with that one, in my opinion. He's shaking the wind. He's becoming one of my favorite NXT people right now. Like, I like Lexus King. His entrance is dope. Just his presentation, his matches. You know what I'm saying? We all knew he had potential when he was in the other company, but they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do with him. Speaking of that other company, let's talk about AEW real quick, shall we? Now, Chris Jericho did an interview. I forgot where it was. I saw it online where he said it doesn't bother him when AEW gets criticism. And I'm like, of course, you get paid millions of dollars. Why would you care what, the criticism is? He said, we're doing great. We have great story. Why am I doing a Chris Jericho impersonation? Look, we're doing great. We have great storylines, great matches. We're AEW is the gold standard, and when we with the creative, people want to point the finger and saying Tony Khan's doing this, he's not doing this enough, he's not doing that enough. But what people fail to understand is he's on another level of creativity. He's letting the wrestlers not let them do whatever they want, but like they're doing. He's allowing us to try things. He doesn't let us do whatever we want, though. So, I mean, the matches I'm doing with Kenny, tag teaming with him, has been fantastic. And people need to look past, keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing like a mug. I'm just having fun doing his voice, and I don't want to stop. Everyone has a phone. Wrestling is subjective. Everyone views it differently. But what people need to understand is AEW is leading the ratings in the key demo, which is the target. We're knocking it out of the ballpark. I mean, look what we did at Wembley Stadium. We sold out, largest show in history. We have great matches, great storylines. Everything is just, it's all great. Is it all great, Chris? Is it? Elijah Boy, look, you're just a hater. I thought you said it didn't bother you that people criticize. No, you're just hating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want AEW to succeed, Mr. Jericho. I don't want nobody to, I have no beef. I want the company to be here 50 years from now. You know what I mean? But, like, truth be told, man, they only got 2 storylines that I'm fully invested in. I mean, who's under the devil mask? I'll give them credit. That's got my attention. Some people think it's Jack Perry, which, God, I hope not. Some people think it's MJF. Some people thought it was Adam Cole. Some people thought it was, who was the other person? Roderick Strong, which would make sense. It would be the logical choice, but I don't know. They might throw us another curveball. It might be somebody we never think about, It's not Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe, who delivered one of the most gangster promos yesterday on Dynamite. He was like, I'm here to play detective. I'm here to play executioner. And you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And Hangman was like, well, listen here, bucko. Why don't you do, I didn't attack him, blah, 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 blah. And then he gets attacked later by the devil guys. So we don't know who it is, but Roderick Strong, I'm starting to look at him a little more. You know what I mean? It might be him. It would make sense. He has a motive, but then again, so does Jack Perry. Where's Sammy Guevara been? Is he injured? It could be him. Nah, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, let's move on to the next thing. Roman Reigns is back. The GOAT. The needle mover. Greatness on a different level. Who you think you are watching this video right now? Huh? You let this bowling ball head creator Elijah Boyd tell you how to feel? You know, shut up, bro. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I'm very excited. Roman needs to address the state of the bloodline and where they're going, the island of relevancy. Randy Orton. If they're building towards Orton versus Reigns at the Rumble, take my money. I want to see the match, bro. Because that's one of he hasn't beaten Randy Orton in his title reign, if I'm not mistaken, right? He hasn't faced him one-on-one. I'm not talking like when he first broke off from the Shield and they had that match at SummerSlam, which is one of my personal favorite Roman Reigns matches, but I'm very curious to see where that story goes. There's so much going on in WWE, it's hard to keep up, and there's so many possibilities, so many ways they could go, and it's like WWE has been killing it lately in a good way. Like, they have been on point. I mean, that's why I feel bad for AEW. They lost Jade Cargill, and now WWE has to make up for what they lacked. And then they got Punk, thanks to Jack Perry. And they have Cody, thanks to whatever reason Cody had for leaving, because he wanted to finish the story. So I'm very curious to see what Roman does on SmackDown tomorrow. We'll see what they build up to. With that being said, let me know how y'all feel about AEW. What's the state of AEW? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Are you in between? Tell me how you feel about WWE. Do you think Carmelo Hayes might he win this U.S. tournament? Or, you know, I'm curious to see how he meshes with the main roster. So we'll see how the crowd main roster wise, because the crowds are different. But like I said, y'all know my message. Don't be afraid to like what you like. You know, if you love AEW, watch it. If you love WWE, watch it. Whatever company, New Japan, whatever other wrestling company I don't feel like naming right now. But anyways, y'all have a good day. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.